I need to tell you something about the rules we live by. Not the ones on paper. The other ones. I live in Queens, building full of people who get up at the same time, take the same routes to work, have the same conversations about weather and sports and nothing. 6 floors of humans running the same program. It started when I found a note under my door at 3:33 a.m. My own handwriting. Why do you wake up at 6:47 every morning? Who told you that was when morning starts? I laughed it off. Drunk me being philosophical. But I couldn't answer the question. I've woken up at 6:47 for 5 years. Not 6:45. Not 6:50. Always 6:47. No alarm needed. Next night, another note. Why do you take the F train? The Q is faster. You know this. Why do you take the F? The Q is faster. I'd calculated it once. Saves 12 minutes. But every morning I walk past the Q station to catch the F. When I tried to think about why, my head felt like static. I started watching my neighbors. Really watching. Mrs. Chen in 3A bought the same groceries every Tuesday. Exact same brands, same quantities. Mr. Rodriguez in 3C wore his blue tie on Wednesdays, red on Fridays. Never varied. Jennifer in 3D called her mother every night at 8:15. 15-minute conversations. I could time them. We were all following scripts we never remembered writing. I tried to break my pattern. Set my alarm for 7. Woke up at 6:47 anyway. Turned off the alarm before it rang. Tried to take the Q train. Found myself on the F platform with no memory of walking there. Bought different groceries. Came home with the usual brands. The notes kept coming. Who decided you hate your job? You've never tried to love it. Who decided you're bad at math? You've never actually tried. Who decided you're shy? You talk to yourself constantly. Each one in my handwriting. Each one impossible to answer. I knocked on Mrs. Chen's door one night. Do you ever wonder why you do the exact same things every day? She stared at me, her eyes unfocused, then snapped back. I don't do the same things every day. You buy the same groceries every Tuesday, down to the brand of yogurt. Her face went slack. No, I choose what I want. I choose... She slammed the door. But that night, at 3:33 a.m., I heard her in the hallway. Then Mr. Rodriguez. Then Jennifer. All my neighbors standing in the hall in their pajamas, holding pieces of paper. You got them too, Jennifer said. The questions. We compared notes, all in our own handwriting, all asking why we did things we couldn't explain. Why Jennifer was afraid of heights when she'd never fallen. Why Mrs. Chen thought she was too old to learn piano when she'd never tried. Someone's doing this to us, Mr. Rodriguez said. No, Mrs. Chen said quietly. We're doing this to ourselves. She was right. We could feel it. Every limiting belief, every automatic routine, every unquestioned assumption. We'd built our own cages and forgotten we had the keys. The basement door was open. We didn't decide to go down. We just moved together like iron fillings to a magnet. The basement was wrong, too big, stretched out forever in all directions. In the center was a filing cabinet labeled Building 4271 Tenant Agreements. Inside were contracts, one for each of us. Pages and pages of rules we'd apparently agreed to follow. Jennifer Martinez agrees to believe she is not creative. Evidence: failed one art class in 3rd grade. Sentence: never try art again. Robert Rodriguez agrees to believe he needs alcohol to have fun. Evidence: felt awkward at one party while sober. Sentence: drink at every social event forever. Anna Chen agrees to believe it's too late to change. Evidence: is over 40. Sentence: stop trying new things. My file was the thickest. James Park agrees to believe he is separate from others. Evidence: felt lonely once. Sentence: build walls forever. James Park agrees to believe life is supposed to be hard. Evidence: parents said so. Sentence: reject ease and joy as suspicious. James Park agrees to believe his thoughts are facts. Evidence: thoughts feel real. Sentence: never question the voice in his head. Page after page of agreements to suffer, to limit, to perform a character I didn't remember auditioning for. At the bottom of each contract, my signature. Fresh. Like I signed them every night and forgot every morning. We can refuse to sign, Jennifer said. We can write new contracts. But when we tried to leave with the contracts, we couldn't. Our feet wouldn't move toward the door. Our hands wouldn't carry the papers. The agreements don't want to be seen, Mrs. Chen said. They need us to believe they're natural, like gravity, like death. Like all the rules that were just made up by people who forgot they made them up. That's when I understood. The contracts weren't keeping us here. The belief that we needed contracts was keeping us here. The idea that someone somewhere had to give us permission to be different. I tore up my contracts. The basement shuddered. The lights flickered. My neighbors gasped. Nothing else happened. I walked to the door. My body moved. I walked up the stairs. They followed. The next morning, I woke up at 7:23. No reason. Just when my eyes opened. Took the Q train, called in sick to work, and spent the day at the museum. Bought different groceries, including vegetables I couldn't pronounce. Mrs. Chen started piano lessons. She's terrible. She's ecstatic. Mr. Rodriguez went to a party sober. Had more fun than he'd had in years. Jennifer started painting. Her apartment walls are covered in colors that don't have names. But here's the thing that haunts me. Everyone else in the city is still following their contracts. I can see it in their eyes on the subway. The glassy look of someone running a program they don't remember installing. The automatic responses, the same routes, the same complaints, the same dreams they'll never pursue because someone once told them they couldn't. Some nights I go back to the basement. The filing cabinets stretch forever. Millions of contracts, billions. Every human who ever lived is signing away their freedom for the illusion of safety, trading infinite possibility for the comfort of known limitations. The contracts regenerate. Every night at 3:33 a.m., new ones appear. New agreements to be less than we are. New reasons to stay small. And every morning, people sign them in their sleep, wake up believing the cage is the world. I found one last note this morning. Different handwriting. Old paper. The prison requires no guards when the prisoners believe the bars are the world. I think about all the rules I still follow without knowing why. All the beliefs I've never questioned. All the ways I limit myself and call it being realistic. We're all in the basement somewhere, reading contracts we don't remember signing, following rules that someone made up and forgot were made up. We wake at specific times, take specific routes, think specific thoughts, and believe this is freedom because we can choose between brands of cereal. The real horror isn't that we're being controlled. It's that we are the ones controlling ourselves. And the moment you realize this, you'll notice your own contracts. The agreements you never remembered making, the person you're performing instead of the one you are. Some of you will tear them up. Most of you will sign them again tomorrow. Both choices are yours. They always were. You just forgot you were the one writing the rules. Thank you so much for listening to my narration of this wonderful story. Don't forget to support the author, which I have linked in the description, as well as the original story. And I just want to give a quick shout out to my patrons, Scott, Old Penguin, Ellie Hutmeyer, Mr. Sankofa, Austin My Love, Rinku Star, William Hartley, Cupcake Hips, Alonzo, Icy Narrates, Jesse Hartley, Eric Cifuentes, Lawrence Wallen, and Melissa Perez. I also try to link a different charity or a different cause every month and maybe a little more. So don't forget to check out the description to support the author of the story you just listened to and to maybe help somebody else out, even if it's just $1. As always, if you guys have a prayer request, please let me know in the comments, shoot me a message on Discord. I would love to know how I can be praying for you. Thank you guys so much. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.